good evening. Thank you for joining our live tutorial tonight. I'm Mavis, also known as Online Queen.
Hi, I'm Fiona. I'm the top 8 finalists of MasterChef Singapore Season 3. So, the Dragon Boat Festival, otherwise also known as 端午节, is happening soon. And what do we usually eat during the festival? 粽子. So today, we will demonstrate to you how to make 3 kinds of 粽子. So the most popular one are the Bak Zhang, the Nyonya Chang, and also Kee Chang. So most importantly, we will also be showing you how to wrap the Zhang. So stay tuned, help us to
like and share.
Yes, and watch till the end.
Let's start with our Bak Zhang, okay? By the way, the recipe will be posted after this live tutorial, and you just need to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, okay? Okay, let me go through the ingredient. Firstly, Bak Zhang, of course, we need to have glutinous rice, and the filling, we cannot go without the meat. Then we have mushroom, we will have chestnut, and we will have dry shrimp, okay? And this salted egg is optional. You can put or you can leave it. And then you will have garlic and shallots. Okay, and I will tell you what are the things that need to be soaked overnight, okay? You need to soak this glutinous rice overnight. And Fiona, do you know why we need to soak it overnight?
Because when glutinous rice is pretty hard, so when you soak it overnight, right, the texture will be nicer.
Yes.
And also when you cook, will be easier to get it more cooked evenly.
Right? Yeah. And then for the meat, we also need to marinate overnight. We want to infuse the taste.
All the flavors,
all the
seasoning into it.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. And for mushroom, just need to soak with water. This chestnut, same thing, soak with water. And for the dry shrimp, I would not want to soak overnight. Preferably, maybe an hour or 2 before you want to cook it.
Otherwise, too soft, right?
So what we do for Thermomix ways of doing this rice is, I will soak this glutinous rice overnight first, right? Or you can do at least 4 hours, okay? For me, I prefer to soak 4 hours or more.
So we do not want to waste the sauce. We will throw the sauce back into the water.
Correct. These are all the goodness.
Yes.
经典。
对。
Yeah.
So 它的味道不会流失掉。
Yes.
So put the simmering basket in. And then we are going to steam it for 15 minutes.
Okay. So the next item we will be cooking, that is mushroom and the dry shrimp together. Okay. So for the mushroom, drain away the water. If it's too big piece, you just cut into half. Okay. And then this dry shrimp, I have soaked for an hour already. Same thing, I will drain it out. Okay. Just remember, don't discard the mushroom water and the dry shrimp water. Later we'll be using this water to cook the meat, alright? I'll be using the recipe from the cookie dough. Saute this fresh mushroom. You can choose the 300 gram, okay? So I'm going to start cooking. Right, since I'm not going to steam this mushroom, I will just skip the step. Just press next. Okay, I'm going to start here. Okay, so you add 20 gram of oil. So for me, I have some fragrance oil, that is garlic oil. I will add garlic oil. Okay. Yep. Then I will add in, okay, this is the mushroom. And for me, I'm going to add in the dry shrimp too. Right.
So one of another important component of the zhang is you must have this bamboo leaf, right?
Yes.
How to process the bamboo leaf? Let Mavis explain to you.
Okay, so when you buy this bamboo leaf, it's dry, okay? It comes in this way, very dry. You can't wrap, it will torn, right? So now, how do you treat this bamboo leaf, okay? So you boil a pot of water, and then with this string on, you put into the pot and boil for 15 minutes at one side, right? 15 minutes. After that, you turn the other side for another 15 minutes. In total, it's about half an hour, right? So after boil already, you remove, okay? and go through under running tap. Okay, for me is basically I go through the running tap, but before going through the running tap, you look at this head and the end. I snip away the top, this head part, and then also the end I snip some. And then after that, I use a cloth, literally I wash, I just clean every pieces.
Piece by piece.
Then after that, finish already, right? You take a big tub or anything or pail, and you soak everything again in water until next day.
Soak overnight lah.
Overnight, yeah. Okay, so while the rice and the mushroom are cooking, maybe let me explain to you about this marination of the meat also. Okay, so it is easier to cut, you know, this meat either normally people will use pork belly. For the marination is very simple. Again, I must say, you need 5 spice powder again. So it's the same thing, like soya sauce, oyster sauce, and the 5 spice, and you have salt and pepper. Another thing that is the chestnut. So chestnut soak overnight, right? And then you know you need to remove all the stem from this chestnut. You see, all this you have to remove out. So when it's soaked overnight, it will be very easy to remove out. So this is cleaner. This is the way how you remove the chestnut, the stem. Because if not, when you cook already, when you eat, right, you can, the mouthfeel is not so good. Then for another one, is optional. This is the salted egg yolk. Okay, most of them, you just crack it, wash it, it's raw. Okay. But there are some people prefer to, you know, drizzle with this sesame or hoa tiao jiu or shaoxing jiu and steam for 10 minutes. So if you like to steam, while you're cooking rice, you can put on the varoma dish and to steam this for 10 minutes. At the same time. Today we are not steaming, it's just raw one, okay?
Oh yeah, Mavis. Yeah? So instead of using pork belly, what are the other substitutes that we can actually use to replace for bak zhang?
I think must be chicken lah. You know, later when I wrap the bak zhang, I have my own family way of eating.
Okay.
You know, I add in fresh chili, I add in coriander, and I add in a little bit of garlic. Because I do the garlic oil,
yeah,
so the fried garlic. So, okay, let me see. Okay. The rice is ready. Okay, we'll show you the rice.
Look at that.
Its color is still there, you know. Huh?
The color is still there, you know why? Because we add the sauce back into the water and let it cook together.
So this is
it doesn't flush
another
away.
Tips,
yeah.
yes.
So it
another
doesn't
good
flush.
tips, yeah. It's a lot, you know. I have about 500 grams of rice, yeah.
Just loosen them a little to let them cool down.
Yeah.
So you need to actually season the rice again after that, right?
No need already because the seasoning is there. This is just an additional step to give you the
another
nice fragrance. This fragrance oil is very important. Okay, so I will drizzle it, you know.
So when you mix it, try not to mash it down.
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
just flip it because otherwise you become too
use
mushy.
A chopstick. Okay, now our mushroom is ready. Let's take a look. Oh, beautiful. Huh? You see?
And all the heavy are still.
Yeah, you know, your mushroom is all, you see, you can see all the dry stream is still intact, very nice. We are done for this. Now we are going to move on to this meat that we have marinated overnight. We are going to put in shallot and garlic. And we are going to mince it. Okay.
5 seconds, maybe I only chop 5 times.
Then now we will put oil. 30 grams. And we will saute this shallot and the garlic first.
Maybe.
Right.
So what are the difference of these 3 kind of different zhang that we are doing today?
So the bak zhang as it is, you're watching now, this is the bak zhang, okay? And then there is another kind, Nyonya Chang. Normally they got blue pea, mixed color, beautiful color, and one original white color. And it's a sweet, savory.
Sweet, spicy.
Spicy, very spicy.
Because with all the peppers and the coriander powder inside.
Yes, yeah. Then you're going to make another one,
yeah,
right?
the Kee Chang.
The
So what is
Kee
Kee
Chang?
Chang? It's actually just a plain zhang with just a glutinous rice only. But this is a Kee Chang that a lot of young kids like nice to eat. Especially me when I was young. I think this is the zhang that my mother used to cheat me, bluff me to eat. You know, you dip with sugar, you dip with gula melaka syrup. I think last time also don't have other variation, like some even wrap with red bean paste, mung bean paste.
3 minutes is up. When we saute already, I can put in the chestnut first. Okay.
Actually, I love to eat chestnut, the roasted
The
chestnut.
marinated meat all done in. And then, this is the mushroom and the shrimp, dry shrimp. Okay, we have to add about 200 grams of water. Okay, all put in. We will cook this for half an hour. While this is cooking, I'll hand over to Fiona to do the Kee Chang.
Okay, so now I'll show you the Kee Chang. Let's get our ingredients.
There you go.
So when you see the Kee Chang, it's not as daunting as the Bak Zhang, right? Because it's only like that.
Very simple ingredient.
Very simple ingredient, very tasty zhang also. We only need white glutinous rice, alkaline water or lye rock if you can get. I will explain to you the difference. Some oil and salt, that's all. Okay? So how do we process the rice? So for glutinous white rice, we have to rinse it multiple times to remove the starch, soak it overnight. Okay? So this is one that I have done overnight. Let me show it to you now. So this is the lye rock that you can actually purchase from the market.
The wet market.
The wet market,
yes. Where they sell all those dry ingredient goods, they sell this.
They also sell this.
Yeah.
So if you can't get this, another alternative which you can use are alkaline water, which you can get from the shops outside, from the supermarket. Of course, the main difference between these two, right, is the color difference. Okay, if you use the alkaline water, you won't really get a very nice yellowish, orangey color on the glutinous rice. But this, you achieve that beautiful color. So how do we deal with this? So it should come in one rock, stone, hot water, pour it in. You can see that it dissolves it. So we have to dissolve this first. Okay. It's very easy to dissolve using hot water. So you get this very nice orangey color.
Yes. So for this alkaline water, the color is not so strong.
It's not so strong.
Not
Because
so
you
strong.
see the water itself is white. But once you add it to the rice, right? If you are using this, your rice, you soak it overnight or at least 4 hours.
Okay.
So like this is like a basic for glutinous rice.
Basic,
overnight or at least 4
At least
hours.
4 hours.
Then you mix in your alkaline water into it and mix it. You will see that the rice was changed to with a tint of yellowish, but very slight yellow. It won't be this nice orangey color. But you still get a taste.
You still get the taste.
You still get the taste of the Kee Chang.
Not the
color won't be there.
Yeah,
Yes,
the Kee Chang color.
The Kee Chang color.
Maybe I add on a bit. You know, for this glutinous rice, just now you said that you can soak overnight, right? Ideally, if you soak overnight, right, try and put it in the fridge.
Correct.
Huh?
Why must put it in the fridge?
You know it will go bad, you know.
I think not
because
go
of
bad.
the temperature.
Because
you
it
know,
will start in fermentation process.
process.
You will get what? Glutinous rice wine law.
Yes, correct. So I would suggest those who want to soak overnight to make your job easier, keep it in the fridge. Don't keep it in the, especially your kitchen also. It's
Lately
warm.
it's very hot.
Yeah, it's very hot, huh?
So once you are done with this, pour it into the rice. Okay. So the detailed recipe will be shared with you guys after the live, as in how much lye rock to how much water to mix. Okay. So we just mix it, pour in some water. So the water should cover at least the rice and about 5 to 6 cm above. So, okay, so this is what you get. You put it aside and let it put in the fridge and let it soak overnight.
So it can soak overnight.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you cannot, then at least 4 hours lah.
Okay.
So this I will set it aside. So let's drain the water out using the simmering basket, because it also acts as a strainer, right?
Strainer.
So let me pour it over the sink. So now I have drained the rice. And I have also roughly rinsed it to remove some of the alkaline taste.
Okay.
Some people, they don't like too alkaline taste. So pour it into the bowl. So here we just need to add some oil, normal oil. We are not using any fragrant oil here, and some salt. Okay, that's all is what you need for Kee Chang. Okay, give them a good mix. So you can see it's a nice pale orange. Okay,
And
so
we're ready to wrap.
yes, I am
So
ready to wrap.
fast?
So fast. It's so
Oh.
simple to make. So you can actually do this anytime you like. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we are going to wrap this Kee Chang.
Okay.
Okay. Normally for Kee Chang, they have another kind of special leaf to wrap, but it's pretty hard to get it in the market nowadays, right,
Yeah,
Mavis?
quite difficult to get.
Yeah. So we are using the same bamboo leaf. Okay.
One piece will do.
One piece will do because it's very small. We're going to make it very small, like a bite-sized kind of feel. So one is enough. Just make sure that your leaf there is no hole, no breakage. Because this is raw rice.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll have
When you
a whole
put
pot
the
of
thumb,
rice inside.
all the rice will.
Okay.
So sometimes you
Also
have to choose the leaf, like, where it got hole, you see? For this type, right? You don't need to throw away, because later when we do the bak zhang, we need to use 2 leaves, okay?
So this can be the inner
Every
part.
can be the inner part, huh? Don't discard all this.
So the bamboo leaf, there are actually 2 sides, if you can see. This is the smooth area. Take a look at the stem, it's not protruding out. The behind part, you can see the stem clearly, okay? So this is the back part. So later Mavis will tell you, you must have the correct facing, okay?
Yeah.
The smooth side on top. Why leh?
Okay, I think most of them will already know. The smooth side on top is so that when you wrap when your rice is cooked, right, it will not stick to the surface
Because
this
it's
is smooth,
smoother.
right? Huh? So if you use a rough one, the rice will stick to it. Okay? Later we will go in detail about when we wrap the bak zhang. We'll tell you about this leaf, all these things.
So we will fold it half
Yeah.
and give it a twist to have this little cone shape here. Okay. So when we fill the rice, we do not fill it full. We just want to fill it about 75% full. Okay.
Because
Once
it will
cooked.
expand, is it?
You will
when
expand after you
Ah,
cook, then afterwards
well
your bak zhang will burst.
Okay.
Okay, so
This
about
is
1
unlike
tablespoon.
the cooked rice, because this rice is raw.
This is a different method. Okay, so 75% full. So other varieties, they put a bit of rice, they add in their red bean paste,
Alright.
make it into a ball, put it
Yeah.
in, then top it up with the rice. Okay, so now it's a plain one. Hold it with your hand, press it down. You must make sure that these 2 sides is close.
So that the rice won't, when you boil, right, the rice won't
Won't fall out.
fall out.
Okay, so you twist it over. If this part is too long, it's fine.
Later we're
Okay,
going to
we're
cut
going to
it.
cut, just
Yes.
twist it back. So
Yeah.
we're going to the string here. So we grab a string, put it about this high, give it a twist. Okay, hold it firmly. Do not tie it too tight because it will expand. You need it to have some room for expansion. One more round. Tie a dead knot here. Okay. So this leaf extra, we will cut it off. Okay. So you get a nice triangle shape. Okay. So it's a bit loose, it's fine. You need to have a bit loose, and you can hear the sound of the rice moving. So later when the rice cooks, it will expand and form a very nice pyramid shape. Okay, so these are the ready-made one which I have tied earlier on. I'm going to show you how do we cook these little babies Kee Chang. So we will be cooking the Kee Chang in the Thermomix bowl. So we need to use a blade cover to prevent the blade from cutting the zhang. So make sure that you remember to use this, okay? And you put in your ready-made zhang. So you fill the pot with hot water up to the max level, okay? And then put it back into the Thermomix. And we are going to cook this for 1 hour. So always remember to use simmering basket because the temperature that we are cooking here is 100 degrees.
Okay, so let them see, we wear glove. That's the reason why we wear glove.
Yes.
Okay, raw rice you can use the spoon, but for steamed rice, right, you need to wear glove and easier to handle. Because if not, right, it's very sticky. So I will teach you how to wrap the Nyonya Chang first. Okay, for the Nyonya recipe, is all in the Rasa, the newly launched cookbook. So same thing, we will cook 2 types of rice and we soak it overnight or 4 hours. One is a normal rice and one is the blue pea
rice.
Okay, yeah, the blue pea is you just soak the blue pea for about 30 minutes, you know. Yeah.
So we've actually poured back the liquid that you use to soak the rice, the blue liquid, pour back into the bowl and let that blue liquid cook the rice together.
Infuse again. Then after that, same thing, we will cook the ingredient and then this is the winter melon. By the way, this Nyonya Chang recipe can be found in this Rasa Nyonya cookbook. This is a newly launched by Thermomix office. So I'll show you how to wrap this Nyonya Chang first. You see, this is the stem here, the thicker one, always must be on the outside. And with the thicker stem, and it's a rough surface, okay? This will be the smoother surface. So this is the head that I trim away and I trim a bit of the tips also. Then you need another leaf, okay? Same thing again, the stem facing outside, the smooth surfaces. And then how you have a head here and you have a tear here, opposite direction. You see, there is a little tear, but I won't throw it away. You can just stack it on top, all right? You see, let me show you. This is the head, this is the tear, this is the head, this is the tear, and this is a smooth surface. Then how you do it? Maybe around like, you know, not nearly half here. If you don't know, you fold in. You see I fold in and you turn up. You see, I just fold in, I turn up. Okay, after you turn up already, you see behind is one whole leaf, right? Not the other way, half. The leaf is one whole piece. And then here, look, it's all aligned. The stem is aligned, right? After that, shift your hand to here. Hold the cone. Okay. Then use your hand to take some blue color. Okay. As this is a cooked rice, you know, and unlike the raw one, when you cook already, you will get the triangle, 3 triangle shape. So we will have to do this way, right? Flatten it, put it into the set, and there's a cone. Ensure, okay, push down to the cone here, so that when we unwrap it, we can see the tips, you know. And right, you see, look at it. I spread it out. The correct way is to spread it out, right? Spread it out. If you see that there's not enough, it's okay. Just take some and patch it. You can take some and patch it. Okay, spread it out, spread out. You see, and you see, there is a depression,
nice well for the.
And you see, I push it in so that I can have the shape of this cone here. Then now, top it with the ingredient. One, be generous.
Homemade can be generous. We
yes,
can put
be
more
generous. Okay, be generous. Okay. And my winter melon, I didn't cook it. I just cut and I just leave it because so that I like to have the bite feel after we steam already. You can still taste the crunchy of the winter melon. But if you don't like it this way, you can cook it together with the meat. Okay, they are alternative. Now come to the white portion. Same thing. Take a portion. Okay. It's not like the raw you just cook in. We need to have a shape. Just use your finger. That's why you see, I wear glove. It doesn't stick. So easy to handle. You see, you just do it flat, right? Do it flat. And then you cover it, and you press it. You press it, right? Okay, so now it's time to wrap. It's the same thing like that, okay? You can press it a bit. Okay, now you move your this finger here. Cover it. Just like Fiona said, these 2 corners push in, right? And you see, I move my hand to hold outside here. And then fold it, turn it. You can turn it this side, you can turn it the other side, right?
Whichever way
Whichever
is
way,
more.
yeah. 比较顺手的 right? Okay, then we have to wrap it, tie it, okay?
Yes.
Let me show you. So normally when I wrap already, right, I like to get ready one strand here. Easier. Then go round, you see, same level, Go round. 1, 2. Right. You tie the knot. Hold it. Hold this knot. And then you tie another time. Right? And you can adjust again if it's not nice, you know, slightly adjust, make some adjustment. You see? You get the corner here, all sharp, sharp, very nice. Okay, so now what are we going to do? The Bak Zhang, wrapping of the Bak Zhang.
The star of the day.
The meat is still in nice pieces. Even the chestnut also in nice pieces. So this one we have cooked for 30 minutes, okay? Pork belly actually need longer time because you know, I didn't remove that layer of skin. But Bak Zhang 就是要吃
You need the skin.
You need that skin, yeah. So later when the recipe said 30 minutes, then you will test it. If you don't like it, you extend it again, okay? Yeah, so remember this rice we cook in the simmering basket with all the seasoning that is done. Okay, as usual, the stem will be behind. Another piece, right? Stem behind. So fold it, turn it up. One leaf, a line, right? Hold the cone. Yeah, can ask me?
I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
Why do we need this to be in line?
So that when you close that time and when you fold, right, it's very neatly. You see, if you open up, it's not in line, right? Your cone will be so big. Look at this.
Correct.
Look at that.
So messy.
Yeah, so messy. It's very difficult to handle. So in line is neater. Alright?
So when you close it, it will be one straight flat down.
Then we hold the cone. And same thing, take the rice, right? Flatten it. Put in the center. Remember what I said just now, Fiona?
Must make a well.
Yeah, and
spread the rice to the side. Not enough, top out a bit more.
Yeah, and ensure that you have to
must press it down so that you can have the cone shape at the bottom.
Yeah, because this is cooked rice, right? Okay, so now, 好料来了. Okay, up to you. If you are very expert, you can put in more. Okay, if you're not so good, don't stuff in so much ingredient.
Probably for the first timer who just starting to learn to wrap Bak Zhang, try to be a bit less adventurous first.
Yeah.
Less ingredient, easier for you to wrap.
Yeah.
So once you get more familiar already, you can really put in more ingredients and make a bigger one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for steam, even though you put a lot, it's okay. Because we are not going to cook in water, so the rice will seep out like if it's a lot. Okay? And I go there. I'm going to wrap it.
Same method of
Same
tying.
method. Okay. So you use a string and you go around and try to be at the same level so that later your whole bunch will be very neat. Go 1 round, 2 round. Okay. Hold it and do another knots again. And there you go. And just do a slight adjustment. If you are not satisfied with the shape, you know, just do some slight adjustment. Right? You see? And that's it. And later we will cut away all this string. Okay. We are done with the wrapping. So now we are ready to steam. But before we steam, okay, we have to tidy up a bit. You know, like the string is long. We need to do some trimming. For example, let me show you this. You see, this bamboo leaf also, you know, we just do some trimming to make it nicer, right?
So that it look neater.
Yeah, neater also when you want to eat. And you see, this is also neat. Okay, roughly for this baroma dish, roughly we can put around 8 and then leave some space in between for the steam to penetrate through during the steaming.
For the Kee Chang, because we put it into the bowl with the blade cover, so we can put in 16 pieces.
So for this, right, easily we are going to steam for 40 minutes. The purpose of steaming for 40 minutes, though just now we have already cooked the rice, we have cooked the ingredient, okay? Steaming 40 minutes, we also want the bamboo leaf, the fragrance to infuse into the
rice, right?
Yeah, into the rice, not the Bak Zhang. The bamboo leaf, the fragrance, okay? Yeah.
So let's bring out our finished dishes to show them. Let's see the end result.
Okay.
So do you still remember what zhang are we doing today? The 3 zhang. So this is the Nyonya Chang. This is
Bak Zhang.
And then lastly is the Kee Chang.
So for the Nyonya, remember, we have the blue pea and we have the original color.
So when you use the light stone, you're able to achieve a bright yellow, kind of translucent reaction on the glutinous rice itself.
Okay, thank you for spending the evening with us to watch this live tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it.
We hope to see your creation, so do tag Thermomix so that we know that you do it too. See you again.
Bye.
Bye.